Hi, hello, happy Friday, everyone. You're welcome to the Event Industry Facebook Live. I'm Jen Singer, your advisor on all the event things you need to do, coordinate, haul, negotiate, all the million little details. I'm here to kind of guide you and help you provide tools and resources to make it easier so you can continue to do what you love and do more of it. Today, we are going to be talking about bar packages. Many of you, I'm sure, had some bar drinks last night. So thank you for tuning in or watching the replay on this holiday weekend. Happy 4th, happy post 4th. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, and hopefully you're not working today. So before I jump into bar packages, I'm going to go over some options and I'm going to simplify a lot of the details to make it super easy for you to guide maybe your boss or your executive team or your client on what will be the best bar package for you. I want to announce and direct you guys to my free first masterclass that's going to be available on Wednesday, July 16th. Woohoo! So it's going to be how to streamline the event process so you can avoid the overwhelm. Sounds amazing, right? Yes. And did I mention it's free? So sign up today. I'll be offering 2 of these classes, July 16th at 9 a.m. and July 18th at 12 p.m. So you have 2 options to kind of work with what works best for your schedule. So I'm excited to have you join me for those free classes. All right, so in the spirit of the holiday weekend, we're going to keep this boozy train running and we're going to talk about bar packages. So it could be less overwhelming when you're talking with your catering company, or maybe it's a beverage service provider, or it's the venue itself. There's many different options and those vary by state and city and all the things. Venues, so many different places that could be providing the beverage service for your event, and some of the things to consider, because there's different bar packages and they all have like pros and cons and some tips. And so I'm going to go through all of those with you today and make it a lot easier so you can make informed decisions. Okay, so there's 4 options that I'm going to explore. Option 1 is the hosted bar option. Now this is a great option. And this is the hosted bar price per person per hour. Now, what is the pro to this? The pro is that you, if you have a group of people that are, maybe going to consume a good number of beverages, overall, this could be an option that kind of saves you more money. This is compared to if you're priced per drink. So it doesn't matter if people have 3 drinks, 4 drinks per hour. It's just based on a price per person per hour, and they could have 1 drink or 4 drinks per hour. It's totally doesn't matter. Now, this is a great option for weddings, where people tend to maybe drink a little bit more, or some other social events where you just know that your guests are going to be consuming more than a beverage per hour. The con to this is obviously if your guests don't drink that much, it could end up being more costly and not have the same set of value because they don't drink as much, and you don't end up saving money, and it works out better for the beverage caterer or the venue or whoever's providing the package. So it's definitely a gamble, and it's kind of hard to determine, but if you think this is going to be a crowd that's going to drink a considerable amount, this could be a good option for you. Now, a tip for this package or this option is to maybe select things that are within your cost parameters. So what I mean by that is if you want to control the cost and you want to have like domestic beers or house wines or house spirits versus like high-end wine or high-end spirits or craft beers. So the cost can vary within the different packages if you choose different types of alcohol. Okay, so option 2 is also a hosted bar, but it's priced on consumption. So it's only priced on what people drink. So they tally up every time a drink is ordered, and at the end of the evening or end of the event, then you get your bill for the items that were consumed. Now, the pro to this is that if you don't have a group that's drinking very much, then you are only going to be charged for what they drink, and that could be great. Con to this is if they drink more and you're trying to budget, and you do this on an estimate, it could sometimes exceed the estimate that you had in place. So that could be a challenge. A pro tip to this is, and I've done this for events before, is that you set a limit. So say your limit is, you only want to spend like $5,000 for the bar. This is a big event. It's a lot of drinking. So you only want to spend $5,000 for the bar, and you let the catering company know, or the beverage provider know, like when we hit 5,000 or get close to, notify me and we will decide if we're going to continue hosting, if we're going to switch to cash bar. And I've had this happen on many times where we, sometimes exceed that amount, that threshold. I talk to the client or talk to a boss and say like, hey, we're at 5,000. Do we want to keep hosting? And we say yay, or we say no, we're going to switch now to cash bar. So that's a way to control the cost if you don't want to exceed a threshold for your budget line item. Okay, so the option 3 is a cash bar. Now it's pretty simple, like guests just pay for their drinks on their own. Now the pro to this is you don't pay for the drinks. So they pay for the drinks. The con could be that they don't want to maybe attend your event next time because they have to buy their own drinks. But a tip on maybe making it more enticing is having some options available for purchase that your clients or your attendees might enjoy. So for instance, if you have attendees that may really like to drink rosé in the summer, having rosé available for them to purchase would be a great benefit. Or it's a gin and tonic crowd, I have those available as well. People will be more excited to purchase the items and drinks that they actually prefer than having to purchase drinks that on their own and out of their own pocket. So something to consider for there. Okay, so option number 4 is the hybrid. Now, what do I mean by that? That is the limited drink offers. So you give them drink tickets. So you calculate 2 drinks per person, and people get drink tickets on the way when they check in, or however that arrival process is that you organize. And then beyond that, they can just pay on their own. So if they want to drink more than 2 drinks, then they just buy the drinks on their own. Now the pro to this is that you can control the cost. So that can be helpful. The con can be only if you don't think through the logistics. And what I'm meaning by that is that you haven't thought through what the process is going to be when people arrive and how they're going to get the drink tickets and how that will be communicated to the bar, and making sure the bar knows that these are what the drink tickets look like, and just making sure that you've done all that communication up front. Because a couple weeks ago, I used the example of that event that I went to that was really confusing on the registration and check-in, and there was drink tickets. I was asked when I went to the bar if I had a drink ticket, but I didn't get one on the way in. And then I went back to registration and asked about drink tickets, and they said, oh, I don't know. So it was super confusing as an attendee myself, just trying to get a drink ticket. And so if you think through the process and make sure it's streamlined, and everybody at check-in knows and all the bar staff knows like the process, can definitely eliminate some headaches. Okay, so just to recap, we've got the hosted bar, and that is priced per person per hour. They can drink however many drinks, 1 drink, 5 drinks per hour. It's the same price. The hosted bar, that is priced on consumption. So guest drink, what are your charge only for what guest drink? So whatever is made or ordered is what you're charged for. Third option is the cash bar. Guests pay on their own. And the fourth option is the hybrid. It's like the drink ticket option, where people get a few drinks comped as complimentary, and then they pay for the rest on their own. I will post this all on the website on theeventindustry.com. That's THE eventindustry.com. Happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. Thanks for tuning in or watching the replay, and sign up for our free masterclass July 16th. Thanks. See you next week.